Hey everyone, I wanted to make this video on an older blog post. I wasn't originally going to do a video on it, but it's a theme that I keep seeing and one that not too many people are still talking about anymore, so I wanted to bring it up again. When I originally made this blog post, I did it as kind of a lesson into English gematria, a simple lesson. And so I took some of information from Zach Hubbard and Dan Barrett to help put all this together, as well as some of the things that I found as well. But so this video I'm gonna be talking about coded racism in mainstream media and how all of it seems to go along with the number 88. And this is something that Zach Hubbard caught. He was watching Bill Maher and saw this. I put the link to this in my blog, but the link didn't work, so I'll play the video right here.
I get it when Trump's side doesn't want to talk. He only knows 88 words.
88 words. Now, why do you think he came up with that? Trump equals 88 in gematria. Now remember, he was endorsed by 88 different generals, and he's with the Republican Party, which is also 88. And think about all the accusations of racism against him. A lot of people think the Republican Party is racist. So that's where the first interesting thing about the number 88 comes in. Now also think about this. It was Obama out 88. And now you can even think about this. Mein Kampf is also 88. The book that was written by Hitler. And another interesting thing is you have the famous white supremacist David Lane, who was a member of a white supremacist group called the Order, and he was well known for writing the manifesto called the 88 Precepts. Now also think about this one. Think about the letter H. We're only looking ordinal here. It's the 8th letter of the alphabet. So when you see the succession of H, 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 like a first name and a last name, you'd always think H, H equals 88. And there's a lot of stuff here. I'll pull this stuff up on Google. Think about how Heinrich Himmler was a leading member of the Nazi Party. He's got the HH88 code there. Also think, like Heil Hitler, there's another HH. There was also this really popular TV show called Hunting Hitler, another HH, and I just noticed this too, but the show first aired in 2015, which is interesting to a lot of things Dan's talking about. He's following this code of the year 2015. Everything we was talking about, everything that happened in 2015 seems to be recurring again. So that one was interesting there too. Also, if you remember last year in Virginia, when there was this white supremacist rally and a bunch of people gathered in counter protest, and it made major headlines because somebody drove a car through and plowed through a bunch of people, and there was only one casualty, and her name was Heather Heyer, more HH. And another interesting thing about that, if you remember my video on blood libel, which is a blood sacrifice, that is also 88. So you could probably add that in with her case. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was Roseanne, the television show Roseanne. Think about the show first debuted in the year 1988, and the show was just canceled over some racist remarks that Roseanne made. So I really just wanted to show how coded and contrived all this stuff is. They do it all by these numbers, and the number 88 is coded to racism constantly and has been, especially over the last year or so. So I hope that helps. I hope I made some good points, and I'm sure there's a lot of other things that I haven't caught, and I know there has to be tons of other stuff. But it's just so easy to see through all this stuff when you learn this code. Peace.